It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Moore, the man in motion. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to
touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants will jump on top for the game's first score here this afternoon. Good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First down, Prescott. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he's got Curlin.
How did my guy stop like that?
Before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On play action, Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. He gets it complete to Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go.
Give me that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Akello Witherspoon. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Calvin. 30 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video.
How? That was only one play. That's not what the ref said. Come on, man. That was only one play.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would be more them if multiple guys step up and make big plays. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson across the middle and into the hands of Ridley. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
Oh,
He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll run with Gibson. And they will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Antonio Gibson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 21-0. For a start, 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Prescott. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there. Prescott on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. zone now. Prescott. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. They run it. It's Matthews. And get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team.
Touchdown, Vikings! Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here, 1st and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action, it's Wilson. Bumped him off his route. I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Sherman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on now.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Holding.
Side with Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. A.J. Brown, 66 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've seen what was a comfortable 21-0 lead go completely by the wayside. Now 21 all as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Oh, come on.
Bodies, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start it.
I like how you unmuted your mic. Been waiting to hear you this whole time. Huh? No, I said I like how you unmuted your mic once it became a tied game.
It's not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big
Not there.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A first down throw for Prescott. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings have taken the lead on the final play of the
You want to talk about a luck play? That was it. Madden gave it to you back.
The prayer is answered defensively.
I got 3 people around him. Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender.
Exactly. My fucking point exactly.
You can't interfere with the receiver because remember it's a spot foul. And it'd be first and goal what happens in the end zone.
I'm in prevent defense.
Often works really well for offensive guys.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he is out of bounds.
I would have laughed if that ball would have hit your knee and fucking made it a safety. I said I'd have laughed if you would have fumbled in there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air, nearly all around, an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways. They saw that first half.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Third and short yardage. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second.
Touchdown, Giants! Tim Patrick yards. Boswell for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Here's Prescott. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target.
Hell no, I'll let the computer do that shit. Fuck that, I'm not gonna. You know how many times I fucked that up? I learned. Fuck that. Nope, nope. I learned my fucking lesson.
Prescott down. He's going deep for Brown.
There it is.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor, and the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens.
Oh, shit, that's in the fucking end zone. That's a safety.
His technique, his ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So after that
was out of the pocket, for fuck's sake.
Coming as they punt it away from the 20. Harris now to return.
Yeah. Yeah, I see you learned that same lesson I did.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Play action now. Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
They've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. If they're going to try to complete this comeback, they need more runs like that from him, because until that point, he's been virtually shut down.
And based on where they are right now in this game, you would expect the ball to be in the air, but his ability to break off those types of runs, you can get big chunk plays on the ground as well, and he just provided one.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Y'all gotta fucking block him if you're coming across. Come on now.
Scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he
Holding.
gets it down to the 32. Jonah Williams, former 1st-round pick, the guilty party.
Oh shit, I didn't even look at the time.
Remains here in week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wilson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That goes for a gain of 31. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one in camp. They came back to play on right there.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 5. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
Oh, my God.
They'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
I don't even get mad at this fucking game anymore.
As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we'll watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
1st down, here's Mitchell. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. To the air again, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Sherman. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had it there so close to the goal line, a chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the 4th. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they snap it on the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Wilson on the keeper.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory.
Oh, where's the flag? Why didn't you clock on?
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Giants, their hopes of a winning campaign stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers.